Well, good morning, everyone, to day 11 of the trip. I got the jet boil making me some boiling water. I'm out of I'm out of those mountain house meals, but I did bring my peaches and cream instant oatmeal. That's what's for breakfast. Daisy's done had hers, and she's off over there just chilling out in the sunshine. We about to get our day started. Okay, Daisy, got 2 solar panels out, charging up the old Mama Jackery. It's back up to 41%. It was down to like 38, 37, I think, after I made my 2 cups of coffee this morning. But it's on its way back up. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, old girl. You know what I'm thinking about doing? It's still kind of relatively early in the morning, in my opinion. This might be a good time to see a moose. Let's head up the Long Draw Road and see if we can see one. So our moose hunting on Long Draw Road was a bust. And I am very disappointed in that. I've been known to claim that I have never, ever been on that road without having seen at least one moose. At least one. Sometimes you see several of them, but you always seems like you see at least one. I can't make that claim anymore. Today we didn't see any. So Daisy and I have come back to camp, and we're just going to chill out a little while and wait till later this afternoon and go back again. Maybe we'll see one then. In the meantime, though, while we was there, kind of the strangest thing, I come across this little pickup truck. I think it was a Toyota Tacoma or something, and they was towing an old vintage camper. I mean, it was an old camper. You could tell just by looking at it, and they had stopped in the road and was clearly having some kind of problem. So I rolled my window down and asked him if everything was all right, and he proceeded to tell me no. Somehow or another, the camper shell itself had. Now, wait a minute. Before I say that, this road is a dirt road, and it's pretty bumpy. So he's coming down this bumpy dirt road with this old camper, and the camper shell had sheared all of the bolts that bolts it to the frame. And it had slid forward about 3 or 4 inches, and now the tires were hitting the wheel wells. He could hear it from inside his truck. So he was hoping that if we could just slide the camper back 3 or 4 inches, he might be able to strap it down with some ratchet straps he had and be able to get out of there. So I stopped and helped him do that. I'd never heard of that before, but it happened. So you may recall I was making this comment that I would like to get the Mama Jackery and the baby Jackery charged up a little bit more than what they are. So I set out all 4 solar panels, trying to get some more juice. And wouldn't you know, the sun is being blotted out by this huge cloud. Now it's clear off to the sides, well, clear-ish. Maybe this big joker will move out of the way here pretty soon, and we can get some sunshine. We trying. We giving it our darndest. So I've been having these birds. I'm assuming that's a robin. Come visit. There was 2 of them earlier. And I don't know, they keep looking at me like, hey man, you gonna give us something to eat? That's kind of what goes on out here. You know, we live here. You just visiting. You got to get with the program. So I got this can of Pringles potato chips, and once again, I put a handful of potato chips on top of that tree stump. But I also got to noticing they'd go peck around the front of this tree over here, like what he's doing right now. So I put another handful over there. Now, he ain't quite got to them yet. I don't know. Maybe they don't like potato chips. Maybe I need to go get me a bag of bird seed or something. But, I'm working with what I got. We'll see what happens. So this robin evidently ain't into potato chips. Look, there goes the other one. Now there's two of them. Oh, one of them's up on the stump. This is what kind of made me want to put the handful of chips on the stump. Because one of them got on that stump that's behind this other one. But before it flew off, it flew up there to go see if there was anything on it. So I went and put some potato chips on it. See if it'll do it again. Come on. You only one stump away from a handful of tater chips. Nope, it just flew off. It ain't interested in that. And this other one ain't but just a foot away from that other handful of potato chips that I put out. It ain't interested in that either. So evidently birds don't eat Pringles. So Daisy and I need a few more supplies. Seems like we need something every day, especially ice. So we're back down here at the trading post. But I'm going to show you something very cool about the trading post. In front of it, they have these hummingbird feeders. And these hummingbirds know they are here. There's a whole bunch of them I'm talking about. I'm gonna get me one of them. Daisykins, we're back at camp. You on the hunt for a chipmunk? Well, you go right on ahead, girl. Cause you remember I was talking about the possibility of going back to Long Draw Road and see if we can see us a mooser? I'd actually even thought about going and doing part of that Raywa Trail after that. But all of that has been put on hold after the trading post. Because you ain't going to believe this. They love their hummingbirds so much, they sell hummingbird feeders and sugar. I bought one. Now, there was a very young man. That's evidently a family-owned business. I love these mountain people. They're very friendly. Very young man. He couldn't have been but 12 or 13 years old at the most. I asked him, I said, well, how do you do the sugar water? And he wasn't 100% sure, actually. But he said he thought it was 1 cup of sugar to 4 cups of water. You boil the water, dissolve the sugar, and then put it in the feeder and see if that works, I guess. I don't know. He wasn't 100% sure, and that's okay. We about to try it. So I got my stove inside the camper because it was kind of windy the other day. I was concerned it was going to blow out the flame. My pot is clean because I washed it in the creek. And I happen to have a 1 cup measuring cup. And I brought in a couple of bottled waters. So I think what I'm going to do is, because I'm impatient, I'm going to boil 3 cups of water and put in a cup of sugar. And then I might put in 2 cups of ice to cool it off, because I don't want the birds burning their tongues. Because I'm going to want to hang this up in the tree as soon as I can. Okay, Daisykins. Let me turn this off. My water is boiling. And here goes the 1 cup of sugar. Woo! All right, let me get my spoon. Stir this up and dissolve it. Are you curious about this too, Daisy? Okay. The 3 cups of water and the 1 cup of sugar is dissolved. Now I'm going to put in 1 cup of ice, which you know that's not actually 1 cup because ice expands. So I'm going to put in 2 cups of ice to see if I can get it to cool off. Daisykins, are you kidding me? All right, I got that sugar water in the hummingbird feeder. It come with a convenient metal hook to hang up in the tree. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go back over here by my tree, listen at me, by my chair. And now I just sit and wait for them to discover it.